It's finals time in Bradenton, Florida at the Drag Illustrated World Series of Pro Mod. We're going to show you another final, the Chicago-style second chance race. Here's what happened. The next 16 qualifiers got to run. The two lowest ETs that won their particular round got to do this in the final. Melanie Salemi and Stephen Whiteley.
And Melanie Salemi gets the job done at 364. Melanie and her husband, John, they blew a motor up on Friday night qualifying and missed the main show, but it's all worth it. $10,000, and she is with Joe.
Just won 10 grand. That's got to make you feel so much better. What a run. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it makes me feel awesome. We struggled really hard this weekend, and my team hasn't typically been struggling lately, so it's been a little different for us, but we prevailed, and we're $10,000 richer now.
Congratulations.
Thank you to everybody for all their support. Mike Sawicki, the guys at the shop. My parents are here this weekend. First time my parents have been back to a race since 3 years ago, and it's been really nice to have everybody with us this weekend.
So here's what you came to see. You've been waiting almost an hour. It's finals time, folks. White knuckle. This will be probably one of the closest races. Kurt Stedding and Spencer Hyde.
$100,000 on the line here. Wes Buck calls this the biggest, richest pro mod race in the history of the known universe. It attracted 61 of the best race car drivers from around the world. And here we are in the final round. Far lane, Spencer Hyde, the young gun, the number 32 qualifier. They almost didn't get in the show, Ted. They had to replace a motor. They were not in the field when they came up for final qualifying and bumped in by 1/1000th of a second. Now the Stratford, Ontario team, Jack in the Greenstock, is one win light away from $100,000. But he looks over at Kurt Stedding, driving for that P2 contracting team. Todd Tutterow, the crew chief over there. We know King Tut knows how to get it done. Kurt Stedding has driven a really nice race thus far. And Spencer Hyde has had to win on hole shots up until this point. You gotta believe, Ted, that the final round could also come down to who gets off the line first.
And only in pro-modified drag racing can the number 32 qualifier end up running for $100,000. What an incredible concept.
Number 32 in Spencer Hyde, number 20 in Kurt Stedding. I'm sure that's exactly how they drew it up when they thought about the final round for this race. A couple of great crew chiefs. Mark Savage over there with Spencer Hyde's machine has been part of world championship teams. Obviously, Todd Tutterow, a championship-winning driver and tuner in his own right in that P2 team. And check it out. They're going to let Wes Buck throw the switch. He is in between the two cars, pumped up, ready to go. Wes Buck's going to throw the switch for $100,000.
Wes Buck, by the way, is the founder and editor of Drag Illustrated and the genius that came up with this whole incredible concept. He believes in Pro Modified. He's proving it right here tonight. Both cars pre-staged. They're taking their time. Got to stage so carefully right here. $100,000 on the line. Spencer Hyde, 037. Stedding, 033. What a close race. Unbelievable. 365, 364. Spencer Hyde will take a lot of money back to Canada.
By 0.005 of a second, Spencer Hyde wins the big prize. He's with Joe Costello.
Spencer Hyde throughout the day was all over the starting line with his reaction times, and now he is $100,000 richer. Spencer, how significant is this moment?
Joe, I'm lost for words, to be honest. This is unbelievable. I knew if we came down here, if we could run our game, we could run right with everybody, and damn, we proved it. I run on a mostly volunteer crew. These guys just come with me, some high school buddies and some good race buddies from back home, and oh man, I had so many people to thank. First off, my mom and dad, my fiance Jamie, my whole crew. Shout out to Justin Bond. We almost didn't make the final qualifier Saturday night. We swapped an engine right before. We just made the call. Justin was over helping, and we got it back together. Got bumped out and then bumped ourselves back into 32. Now we just won the damn thing. It's unbelievable.
And we salute these other winners.
Lenny Lottig in Factory Stock Classic won $15,000. How about David No, an extreme front-wheel drive challenge, getting it done. Of course, John Montecalvo in Mountain Motor Pro Stock winning $25,000. Melanie Salemi, $10,000 richer in the Chicago-style second chance race. And Spencer Hyde etches his name in history for $100 grand.
That'll be a wrap from Bradenton, Florida. Ted Jones for Jason Calvin and Joe Castello. So long, everyone, from the biggest pro mod race in the world.